What's up, otakus? It's a morning edition. Yes, it's a Sunday morning edition of SuperOtaku. I guess I'm just gonna say it's a SuperOtaku uh, episode. I'll just say episodes. Um, but yeah, Jens and I got back from our Portland trip kind of late last night, so we took some time to get food, but our food came at different times. So like he finished while I was eating my food because mine came late. But it was a long trip, and again, I want to thank him for uh, doing the driving. But I'm going to return the favor when we go up to Vancouver. We'll be taking my ride, and I will be doing all the duties there. So, yeah, we are definitely looking forward to the Canada trip because surprisingly, the Portland trip did not yield much. And what's disappointing about also not yielding much is it was costly. It cost us money. um, I'm sure he feels the same way. There were no bargains, or all these shops were just geared around, hey, you're going to pay full retail value because that's the value of our shop front. We do the make sure you're buying a comic book that's priced to grade. It can fill, they've got a huge inventory, so they're just constantly filling back issue type stuff. So they've got quite a big library and inventory of goods circulating in and out. But yeah, because of that security, it wasn't like a comic show or something you would find. These people weren't desperate to let go of their books. If they're going to let go of their books, they're going to let go of it at their price, right? So, yeah, but that's not to say. Jens and I were talking about this yesterday. Sometimes when the book comes a calling, you have to answer it. So when the book comes a calling, you got to answer the call, right? All right, let's get to the haul. For those of you who keep up with this channel, the book of the haul is actually behind me. Okay, so when it comes time to reveal the book of the haul, you will get a bird's eye view of when I reveal it. Here we go. What's up, Ron? Welcome. Good morning. I'm sure it's still morning where you are. Yep. We've got. So we went to this. We went to actually like 6 locations yesterday. That's the crazy thing. We went to 6 locations, and we just didn't find much. And they were all kind of like copycat or cookie cutter versions of each other. Very mainstream, kind of suburban, where you're urban, place for collectibles and all this. But anyway, this first place, I Like Comics, had a 50-cent bin. This was a 50-cent comic. And you know how I always rail about, oh man, yeah, I held off on buying this because I'm hoping to run into it in like a bargain bin or a half price bin, or, like we're going to get it down the road. And well, down the road is about a year out. I wanted this book last year, but I waited patiently, and now I got it for 50 cents. So there you go. Summer of Supergirl brought me Summer of Superman special number 1. Thank you, Supergirl. All right. Um, this next one, oh man, it really is sort of bloody and white at the same time. We got Electra, Black, White, and Blood. And it's a beautiful, what do you call these things? Uh, what do you call these things? The covers where it blends. Ron, you can help me out, right? It's one of these like covers where you just can't really make out because of the color. But anyway, this was I bought this for cover price at our last stop, which was this tiny bookstore that sold comics, but mainly like they're trying to be this sort of like we're your comic. If you want to read like the hit on the up on the history and get like omnibuses and graphic novels, it was a used bookstore, but it primarily focused, I felt like, on the used graphic novel stuff. And then they had some, modern dollar bins, a lot of modern stuff. So their back stock was going to these bins. And I didn't mind. We found this one again for cover price. Adam Hughes, Electra, Black, White, and Blood. Absolutely fantastic cover there. And no, not lenticular. This is the what is this called again? It's like the color variant. Anyway, I'll figure it out. We're going to figure that out. All right, moving on. We're not going to get stuck on that. Next up this is also out of the 50-cent bin at I Like Comics in Portland. In Portland. And, or is it in Vancouver? I think it's in Vancouver. It may be in Vancouver. But yeah, we found this, and I think this is my favorite cover in this All-Star Superman run. And the reason I say that is because the artwork is just really incredible, and this is the only trade dress in the whole run that is where Superman is in black. And I just thought, like obviously he's mourning the loss of his father with his Kryptonian dog by his side. And yeah, it's just a real poignant portrait of the character. Beautiful Frank Quitely artwork here. Absolutely. And like again, when you run across this in the 50-cent bin, you're just like, yes, you're coming home with me. All right. So I picked up All-Star Superman number 6. And wow, what an addition to the collection. 50 cents. This was also 50 cents. And this one, anytime we run into first appearance of Silver Banshee for 50 cents, yes, please. I moved it to this backing board, but this was out of the 50-cent bins. And it really is high grade for the most part. It needs a press, but it, outside a couple Steinticks, it is a high grade book, newsstand copies. So again, for 50 cents, first Silver Banshee newsstand Action Comics, $5.95 for 50 cents. For 50 cents, high grade copy for 50 cents. You're like, wow. All right, but I've got to, again, we paid Here, let me make myself big again here. So we paid $31 for 7 books. And so that works out to about, almost $5 per book. Not quite $5 per book, so it's like maybe $4.50 per book. And that's more than we usually spend on a per book. You know what I mean? Like, I'm usually showing more value on my hauls. It's usually like maybe like 10 books for $20 or something like that, where you're just getting a little bit more value, more toward the $2 per book range. But yeah, we kind of spent, not that we spent more, but we didn't get as much value. And that's relative, because I think we did get the value. We got more. I mean, I just showed you, like, we just picked up what's essentially a $15 book out of the 50-cent bin. Okay, this is a $15 book. I mean, that's just classic stuff. Adam Hughes, whatever you value that at. This stuff, cover price $6. But I'm going to get to the real value now. Okay. So if you think, oh yeah, you got value out of that for $31, then stick around, because the real value stuff is coming up. Here we go. So this we found out of the 50% off bins at I Like Comics. And I Like Comics is where I bought most of my books. I picked up all the 50-cent books, so 3 50-cent books plus 2 50% off bin books. And we spent a total of $15, well, almost $16 at I Like Comics. So this came out of the 50% off bins. And this is a book I've been meaning to secure for quite some time now, because not only is it a Cyberforce, Psylocke cover, or not Psylocke cover. What's this lady's name? It's oh man, it's gonna bug me now. All right. Anyway, let me find some stuff here. I'm looking for. So this is actually like an homage to a heavy metal poster, and I'm pulling it up here for us to kind of view. Okay, here I go. Are you guys seeing it? No. Am I sharing my screen? Yeah. Okay. So this is the Tarna cover by Chris Achilleos from September of 1981. It's an iconic heavy metal cover. I think this was like also from the movie, maybe. So they used this in the movie or the soundtrack cover as well, or the movie poster, maybe, or something like that. But anyway, beautiful artwork there. And again, essentially what I picked up was Mark Silvestri's homage to that cover, the Tarna cover, with Cy Blade. That's her name, Cy Blade. And we have the Mark Silvestri signature here. So this signature book was in there for $14, and we got it half of sticker price. So we got it for $7. $7 for a Mark Silvestri signed Cyberforce 12, the Tarna homage, heavy metal homage cover. That is just one fantastic piece of cover art right there by Mark Silvestri. I had it signed by him. We got this for $7. You're like, okay, all right. Good hunting. Good hunting. Yes, we did some good hunting. All right. Next. This was the other book that we picked up at I Like Comics for half of sticker price. And this was in there for $12. Okay. So we got this for half of $12 for $6. We picked up a beautiful, and this is the thing, they put the grades on the back. So some dude is actually, when he's pricing, he's also grading. The grade is on the back of the cover. And they have this priced at a 6.0, a 6.0 grade. And I got it for $6. This beautiful Neil Adams Phantom Stranger. And I agree with the grading. It's a 6.0 copy. It's a solid 6.0. You've got just a little bit of a crease right there. Some wear along the spine, but all in all, that's really clean. So yes, we picked up a mid to high grade copy of Phantom Stranger, 15 center, for essentially $6. So yeah, very ecstatic about that pickup. Very ecstatic about this amazing good girl art by Neil Adams here. Or I should say, Damsel in Distress cover. Damsel in Distress cover by Neil Adams. Incredible stuff. Look at that mini skirt. That's high fashion right there, that mini skirt. That's incredible style right there. Neil, man. Neil giving her the style points. All right. And last but not least, this is our book of the haul. Yeah, thanks, Ron. Right? Nice Phantom Stranger. This is our book of the haul. And it's one we paid exactly kind of what it's valued at. We didn't get a bargain on this one. This one in kind of low grade is valued at $10, but the book value's at $10. So I paid $11 for this, but it's worth, book value is 10. But I don't mind. It is a fantastic copy here. Let me just get it out. Fantastic copy here. We picked up Adventure Comics, $2.97. It is a low grade copy, but with a press. Oh man, and a clean. Ah, imagine just having a nice summer picnic with your kids, your Superboy and what? Supergirl? You have two children. So they adopt Lana, who gets powers from Superboy, and now they're all one big family. Now, mind you, Lana lives with the Kents. Quite often, she just stays over with the Kents. Like her parents go off to like Europe. They just kind of abandon her. Like, hey, we got to do stuff in Europe, but you'll be in good hands with the Kents. So just mind what they say and just stay with the Kents, right? It's weird. But anyway, she's like sleeping over at Clark's place. They're just having a good old time here. But no, this is Lana being Supergirl. After Supergirl's introduced, of course, but being a version of Supergirl here. And Jonathan, this sure is a super picnic. Hamburgers grilled by the heat vision of our super daughter, Lana, and lemonade made ice cold by our son's super breath. I'm real glad I gave Lana Lang superpowers like mine, and that the folks adopted her into our family. Now that she knows my secret identity, she'll stop being a pest. Oh, that's what you thought. That's what you thought. No, that never stops. Okay. Yes, we have Lana Lang frying hamburgers with the heat ray vision, and Superboy on ice duty. He's the ice machine. All right, man. But yeah, what do you guys think of this grade? Again, yeah, I do see a lot of potential for this book, and I'm gonna have a conversation with my comic book buddy. I was hoping my comic book buddy would be up this morning and joining me with the show and tell, but he is probably resting up, which is good. He must be very tired. And man, if you get up and just see my text, let me know if you want to hit up. I'm going to go to Sten Brothers and the Old Man's Place, Belkirk. I might even go to Grumpy's just to pick up that book. You know what I mean? If you want to go to Grumpy's and just take a look through there again, we might be able to find some treasure there. That's one place where, like he's not repricing things. He's probably not repricing things twice. He should probably just gonna reprice us at the counter like a good, yeah. We'll see. If he's gonna reprice stuff at the counter, it's a wasted trip. But we'll see. If he does that, we'll just call him out on social media, and it is what it is. But I doubt he will. If he's priced it, he'll probably honor the pricing, and we'll go from there. But yeah, I am gonna hit some comic book shops up. I'm just restless. I need to kind of get out, and I want to pick up comic books. I also have another book coming. But this is just our Portland haul. Okay. The Portland haul, we spent more than we wanted to. So I basically had $80 cash. Okay, that's my going into Portland. I had $80 in cash as my summer budget, and right now, for me to get an kind of an extension, like an extended loan, I guess. Um, the I have to hit my metrics or above my metrics to qualify for the extension. Meaning, if I get my bonus, I get a bonus 100. That's what we agreed to. If I get my bonus, I get a bonus 100. Now, if I exceed the bonus, there's room for, hey, I exceeded my bonus. Let me get some extra cash, So I was hoping to maybe just have the bandwidth, like, hey, look, it was a good quarter. Let me have my $200 and go up. And that's what we're hoping. But, they don't give us full transparency on what my production was. It's just hard to tell. No, none of my managers can really speak to it either. But they do give us this like Tableau scorecard, and according to the scorecard, it's like I'm not quite there. But no one's officially told me. It'll just show up on my paycheck, I guess, on next Friday. It'll just show up like, oh, here's your bonus, and then there's no way to tabulate it to like my actual production. But and that's always a fun thing to like have to deal with at work. Just not knowing what your true metrics are. That's why I keep my own like kind of engagement calendar thing. But yeah, it's kind of frustrating to have people, not giving you credit for the production that you're making, and trying to make it seem like you're not as productive. But anyway, it is what it is. All right. But yes, I have $80. We spent about 31. So technically I have like $50 cash. And riding up yesterday with Jens, I went on eBay and I was looking for this book in Portland. I was like, I'm hoping I find it in Portland. I'm hoping I get a good deal for it. And I've been hunting for this book all summer up to now, or all year long, I should say. All year, I've been hunting for this book. Again, I had an opportunity to buy it in Canada, which is almost 2 years ago. And I missed that opportunity. And I've just been looking for it ever since. And it's been eluding me ever since. So finally we succumbed yesterday. And if you follow this channel, you know what book I've outlined a lot of times what I've been on the hunt for. And this one is it's a Neil Adams book. I'll just stop there. Okay, it's a Neil Adams book I've been after. It was on eBay. I sent the guy. The guy sent me an offer, and I never took it. And I didn't take it because I was like kind of still waiting to see what would happen. Maybe we could pick it up in the bargain bin. That's what I've been hoping to do this entire time, and it never happens because it's. I think it's just one of those like low print, but everybody wants that book in their collection kind of books. So, yeah, I finally just messaged the guy back. Hey, can you just resend the offer you sent out previous? I plan to purchase the book. He sent the offer this morning, or last night, or this morning, and I purchased the book, and now it's on its way. I hope the guy mails it out tomorrow, and who knows, by Friday we may be unboxing it here live on our channel. But again, spent $30 in Portland. We spent $18 on that book, which is coming. So right now we're kind of at $50 out of the 80 that we've spent. Now, mind you, I'm still planning on having $200, hopefully, going into Canada. But it all depends. It's all hinging on the bonus figure. And I figure, even by my calculations, the bonus figure is worth at least $150. And I hope my wife will agree. Like, hey, I didn't hit the figure, I didn't hit the numbers, but I still think, I deserve X amount. And we'll see what she says. But yeah, a lot of good stuff I picked up on this one. Just to show it off again. This one here, again, I would put the grade. I'll put the grade at a 2.5 because it's got. The staples are still on there. It's still a complete book. The attachment is there. Just some really big stress lines. Some creasing there. But I'm telling you, with a clean and a press, we could really get this book looking more toward the mid-grade, because it's also got a little bit of a spine curl situation going on here. We want to straighten that out, clean it up. But man, would it look fantastic. And this is the thing. My amigo is... Hang on here. Why isn't it coming into focus? Hang on. There we go. So yeah, my Portland road trip buddy, my comic book buddy, he's kind of been working his magic, and we're talking, on our way back up, like, all the stuff he's picked up, all the stuff he's learned, what he's confident in. And I think this book is right up, like, testing his skills. You know what I mean? Like, I'm being serious. Like, this is a challenging book from kind of all aspects. You got to realign. You want to be mindful of, not damaging the book. Again, cleaning it, and then pressing out what you can. Preserving the color. It's still a very vibrant, colorful Silver Age book here. And boy, is it a beautiful cover. Look at that Kurt Swan goodness right there. Just giving you a nice little lawn picnic. Look at that. Anyway, fantastic pickup there. What a 6.0 copy of Phantom Stranger number 11. You got to be kidding me right now. This book is in fantastic 6.0 condition. almost high grade Bronze Age book here. Iconic cover by Neil Adams. I'll go as far as to say iconic because we don't often get this fantastic uh, damsel in distress type covers from Neil all that often. So, yeah, fantastic horror damsel in distress cover here. And yeah, man. And then we picked up this sign book. Picked up this sign book here. Mark Silvestri, Tarna heavy metal cover homage here. Cyberforce 12, the heavy metal homage cover of Psyblade. She's like Psyblade. She's like Cable and Psylocke had children. This would be Psyblade. We also picked up out of the 50-cent bin. Okay, we picked this up for 50 cents. High grade newsstand copy of First Silver Banshee. We'll pick that up every time we run into it. This one's just one of those books. Yes, we'll pick it up every time. And then we also picked up this really nice, poignant Frank Quitely cover. All-Star Superman #6. Also with red and black lettering here. Adam Hughes, Elektra. Oh my goodness. And yeah, we have the I can't think of what this cover is for the life of me. What do you call these covers? The color, where the color is like blacked out into the background. Anyway, someone's gonna help me with this in the comment. I'm old. All right, here we go. And then last but not least, again, this really synopsizes my comic journey because last summer, and I have to go back and find the video, but last summer I probably had this on my wish list. And I was like looking for it all summer for like half a cover. Because I probably said, if we find this for half a cover or less, I'll pick it up. But we never picked it up. We didn't run into it. But we did want to stay true. And yes, we got it for way less than half a cover. We got it for 50 cents. Essentially a $6 book out from last year for 60 cents. It's this beautiful Jorge Jimenez cover. This is a key too. Unfortunately, it's the wedding of Lana to Steel. No, we wish Lana and Steel the best, but I was kind of hoping Lana would eventually get her guy here. But I guess they're more like weird stepchildren. Like, I don't know, not stepchildren. What would you call it? Weird, like a foster child situation where their foster child becomes like a sibling, I guess. It's just one of those weird situations. And there's some, obviously some sexual tension there, between Lana and Clark. But yeah, Lana is, of course, the first love of our beloved Clark Kent. The Kent's lover. Everybody loves Lana. Come on. It's like that show. Everybody loves Raymond. Everybody loves Lana. And yeah, got Smallville. lawn picnic going on here at the Kent farm here. Lawn picnic at the Kent farm. Oof, that's hot stuff right there. All right. Well, that is that. I'm going to just now get ready to go out. I may be back in the evening with another haul video. That's more than likely. And we'll see you then. Peace out. Have a great Sunday, guys.